Hello everybody, welcome back. My name is Praise and in today's video, we are going to be creating a deep jet black hair naturally using three powerful botanicals, henna, amla, and indigo. No chemicals and no damage, just a rich glossy color from nature. So here are my three botanicals. I live in the United Kingdom, and for me, these are easily accessible, mainly online, and also you can find them in your local herbal stores as well. So if you have some gray hair you want to cover, or you just love jet black hair like I do, then this video is for you. So let's start by making our black tea brew for the henna and indigo hair dye. This natural tea base enhances dye depth, conditions hair, and helps to achieve a glossy jet finish. I bought these particular tea bags from Lidl, but most commercial black tea like Lipton, Tetley, PG Tips, etc., they all work beautifully with the henna and indigo mix. So in order to enhance the shine and depth, I'm going to add some additional herbs to it. This is optional, by the way. Before we move on, I want to share what a difference these optional ingredients make. Adding rosemary gives the hair a natural glossy shine and supports a healthy scalp. A little amla powder helps deepen the color so it turns out richer and cooler, not too bright or coppery. And green tea soothes the scalp and adds even more shine, helping the dye glides on evenly. You don't have to add all these, but together they make the final color deeper, smoother, and more nourishing for your hair. So for my medium shoulder length hair, I am going to be using 600 ml of water and 3 tea bags. If you have short hair like pixie to chin length, then you will need 350 ml of water and 2 tea bags. And finally, for long or thick hair below shoulder length, you will need about 950 ml of water, 4 to 5 black tea bags. Now let's talk about the tea and the optional herbs and exactly when to add them. Start by heating your water on the stove. Once it comes to a boil, add your black tea, and if you're using any herbs, you can go ahead and add them now. So once everything starts to simmer, you can now add your optional herbs if you want to. I am adding 1 teaspoon of rosemary leaves for shine and growth, and also half a teaspoon of amla powder and 1 teaspoon of green tea. So let everything simmer gently for about 5 to 10 minutes, just long enough for the water to turn into a deep, rich color. After that, turn off the heat and let the mixture steep for about another 10 to 15 minutes so that the herbs can release their benefits fully. So after that, allow the tea to cool down until it's warm, not hot. Then strain out the tea bags and any herbs. This warm tea is what we are going to use to mix our henna and amla powder into a smooth, creamy paste. So now we have our herbal tea mixture ready. And don't forget, you could actually use just plain water for this, okay? But we just a little bit extra. So why not get all the benefits of the other things by making tea, right? So now I have here 100 grams of henna powder, and I'm actually supposed to add 1 to 2 teaspoons of amla powder, which is supposed to help with the dye release, but I forgot to add it. So don't worry though, because later on in the video, I'm going to show you how to rescue it later. So as you can see, as I was doing, what you do is to add the liquid slowly and then keep mixing it until you get like a yogurt consistency. But as you can see, I nearly over added too much water, but it's still good at this point. So I stopped anyway. I had just a little bit of water tea that was left behind. So once you're done mixing, cover it and let it rest for 6 to 8 hours. This allows the natural dye to release fully. So if you ever forget to add the amla powder to the henna mix like I did, well, don't worry. Your henna will still work perfectly. In my case, I added the amla into the herbal tea before mixing my henna. So the paste still got some of the benefit, just that it didn't get the full cooling or curl friendly effect that adding amla directly to the henna gives. If you want, you can still add a little amla powder afterwards, even if your henna has already been sitting for hours. So just mix a small amount of amla with a bit of water. In my case, I used 2 teaspoons of amla, and then mix it with warm water to make a smooth paste and gently stir into the henna before applying. So don't worry, your color will still turn out great, and adding the amla at any stage is totally safe. So my henna is now ready to be used. So make sure that your hair is washed and clean, and make sure it's fully dry with no products, no oils, no leave-in conditioner, just plain washed hair ready. So put your hair in sections because it makes it a whole lot easier, and then work section by section, coating the henna from root to tip. And then when you are done, you're just gonna cover it and just leave it to sit for about 2 to 3 hours. Then you're gonna rinse thoroughly with water, no shampoo at this point. Your hair will have like a warm copper tone. So I am now going to mix 100 grams of indigo powder with warm water and a pinch of salt. It is very important to apply the indigo quickly because once it's mixed, the dye starts to release immediately and loses strength. So therefore, you should aim to have it fully mixed and applied within 20 to 30 minutes max. After that, the dye weakens and your final color can come out lighter or uneven. I used to let it rest for like 10 to 15 minutes, but I no longer do. So I apply it immediately to my freshly herned towel dried hair. Wrap again and let it process for 1 to 2 hours. I did mine for like about 2 hours. You can actually leave it in for a little longer if you want. And then you're going to rinse your hair again with water. Don't shampoo your hair at this point at all because you need to wait after 48 hours before you can shampoo your hair. When you rinse, you will see like a dark tint, but over the next 48 hours, it will deepen into a pure jet black. After 2 days, you can wash your hair with a mild sulfate-free shampoo. Finish with a touch of oil. I use moringa oil like on my scalp. You can use amla oil, and you can use a leave-in conditioner and basically treat your hair as normal. The color you get from this treatment will be rich, permanent, and fully natural. Every strand is nourished and your hair glows with life. Thank you so much for watching, and if you find this video useful, please share it with your loved ones, and remember, your hair deserves a gentle care straight from the earth. So take care of yourself, and I'll see you in my next one.